When it comes to my 35 years in skincare and aesthetics, I can tell you that there are a whole lot of things that people don't know are contributing to the wrinkles on their skin. So is it really true? Is it like death and taxes? We can't avoid them? I'm going to share 8 things you didn't know about wrinkles in today's video. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're not familiar with me, I'm Chris Gibson, a skincare expert. And if you're trying to do the math to figure out how old I am, when I said 35 years in aesthetics and skincare, I'll save you the trouble. I'll be 59 this March. Now, my job and the job of my channel is to help you discover skincare that will work for you, not empty your wallet, and not do you more harm than good. So if that's the kind of content you've been looking for here on YouTube, please be sure hit subscribe and the notification bell so that you know when my new wonderful videos are out every week. All right, so 8 things people don't realize or know are contributing to the wrinkles on their skin. First and foremost, you're not safe when you're in your car, even if you have tinted windows. And I can tell you from personal experience of having spent hours and hours on the road over the years that the driver's side of my body, this case in the US, the left side of my body, has more sun damage, albeit not that much, than the right side of my body. And the reason for that is that accumulated sun exposure. And yes, since my 20s, I've been extremely diligent about wearing sunscreen. However, if you look on my neck in particular, and my arm, my left arm, the left side of my neck, there is a difference in the amount of sun damage that I have accumulated over the years versus the right. So if you're driving around in a car that does not have tinted windows, or you're not using a sunscreen, you need to consider doing those 2 things because it really can make a difference over the years. As you can see at my age, I don't have a lot of wrinkling, but even with all those precautions, I still can tell the difference. Coming in at number 2 is a big controversial question, and it has to do with genetics. And I hear this all the time, even in relationship to my own skin health and well-being. Oh, you just have good genes, and that's why you don't look your age. Well, the truth is, genetics can play a factor in how quickly your skin shows the signs of aging. Notice I didn't say so much how quickly your skin ages, because really 80-90% of skin aging is all based on our lifestyle choices and the amount of sun damage that we accumulate over the years. So there's a whole lot you can do about it, especially wearing that sunscreen, because it is the one tool in your anti-aging arsenal that, when used consistently, can deliver the most benefit. And speaking of lifestyle choices, coming in at number 3 would be taking a look at your diet, because diets that lean heavily into sugar and fats and processed foods, we know age faster than bodies who rely more on vegetarian style or even Mediterranean style diets with healthy fats, lean meats, and cruciferous vegetables. Cruciferous vegetables are those vegetables that almost all of us hated as a kid. I can't believe I used to hate broccoli, a cruciferous vegetable that I absolutely adore and love today. Roasted, in casseroles, what have you. Stir fries would not be stir fries without broccoli. But cruciferous vegetables, cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, those vegetables not only provide a high amount of necessary fiber in your diet, but they also help provide enzymes for digestion and organ and skin health. And then to consider adding other fruits and veggies like blueberries, raspberries, which are high in antioxidants, bananas, which are higher in trace minerals that you need for your body, and of course adding those leafy greens daily to your diet like kale, not my favorite, and spinach to help give your body the antioxidant protection that it needs against free radical damage, which are molecules that actually damage your other skin cell molecules, creating degradation and aging in the skin. And one more thing I want to tack on when it comes to diet and skin health, and that is eliminating as much sugar out of your diet as you can, especially processed foods with refined cane sugar. Not good for your skin, not good for your body. Coming in at number 4 is how you sleep, and I've talked about this on the channel so much in the month of December. So if you're not subscribed or you haven't watched some of the older videos, I will link down to those below in the video description box so you can check those out. But your sleeping posture makes a huge difference in how your skin looks. Think about this. We have dynamic wrinkles, which are wrinkles that happen when we move our head around, when we smile, when we cry, whatever emotion that we have dynamic wrinkles that become static wrinkles. So making sure we're not squinching up our neck or our face when we're sleeping makes a big difference over time. There are all sorts of tools developed for this, special types of pillowcases like satin and silk that help keep the skin smooth on the pillowcase, as well as specifically designed for sleep pillows that you can use to help you accomplish this task. And speaking of dynamic and static wrinkles, the more expressive you are with your face, unfortunately, the more likely you are to see those static wrinkles show up sooner. That's those dynamic wrinkles that become static wrinkles that end up being lines on our forehead, that number 11 that you all love, and crow's feet, as well as those fine, tiny lines that happen around the mouth. Now look, you can't go around life not smiling. Actually, there's an article, a story of a woman who tried not to smile for 40 years to keep her skin from wrinkling. Did it work? Topic for a video coming up soon. And I'm not recommending that you run out and get Botox, although that is an option out there, and it's perfectly fine if that's something that you want to do from a licensed professional. But there are peptide complex serums that can help you achieve some of the similar results without all those side effects and cost, like Adrenaline, which does a similar effect on the muscles underneath the skin, albeit not as strong as Botox, but can actually help reduce the amount of wrinkling around the eyes, forehead, and mouth. And of course, for those deeper wrinkles, furrows, and lines, there are fillers, which are perfectly fine. They're made from hyaluronic acid, which your body has anyway. They just can be expensive, and once you start them, you probably will be doing them for the rest of your life. You won't want to stop them, so it is something to consider. But don't stop being an expressive person. My God, I'm an expressive person, and I don't have that many wrinkles, so it can be done through proper skincare, proper diet, and proper rest. And next up on the list, if you are seeing a sudden onset of frown lines and crow's feet, it could be related to vision problems, and we see this a lot in skincare. What happens as your vision gets poorer, you squint a lot more, or if you spend a lot of time out in the sun or looking at devices, like none of us look at devices all day long anymore, you could be squinting, which actually, again, can make those dynamic wrinkles that should go away stick around. So if you are seeing a sudden onset of wrinkles around the eyes and frown lines, it's a good idea to have your vision checked and take an inventory of how much time you're spending on those smartphones and devices. And the number 7 contributor to wrinkles on the skin, believe it or not, is dehydration, not getting enough water into your system every single day. Now, there are all sorts of studies that have proven that dehydration, or chronic dehydration, leads to many, many issues. It can even lead to organ failure. And while we're talking about skincare, and it's not quite that severe in this case, you do want to make sure that you sip water throughout the day. Skin tends to look flat, dry, and dull when you're dehydrated, and water in your system helps flush out many of the toxins that lead to poor skin health, and of course can make your skin look older than it is. And the 8th contributor to fine lines and wrinkles on the skin is a lack of proper skincare, routine, and products. And I talk about this ad nauseum on the channel. You need to have several items in your skincare routine starting in your 20s. Vitamin C serum, peptides, a good moisturizer, a retinol cream, and of course, the application of sunscreen. Now, I will put my recommendations for these types of products down below in the video description box. You can check those out for yourself. However, you need to build a good skincare routine, take care of that skin. I started in my 20s, and you guys can see the obvious benefits. So if you're not being consistent with your skincare routine, or you don't even have one, start now. Now, these certainly aren't all of the things in life that can contribute to fine lines and wrinkles on the skin, but there are 8 of the big ones. So take note and inventory of what your daily life looks like, and use these as a checklist to make sure that you're on the path to your best skin ever. And for even more help, tips, trips, and ideas on how to roll back the clock on skin aging, be sure to check out this video coming up next. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay beautiful, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you over on that next video.